Welcome to Photoshop Killer Tips, brought to you by the National Association of Photoshop Professionals. Here's your host, Matt Kliskowski.
So have you ever applied a filter or an adjustment or a tool or just about anything here inside of Photoshop where you kind of like the effect, but it was just a little bit too much for you? Well, here's a cool little trick for you if you want to start to take away some of that adjustment or filter that you just added. So we've got a photo here. Let's go to the filter menu, down to artistic, and to cutout. And inside this filter, I'm going to leave the settings as is. You can see what it does to the photograph here. Let's just click OK. Now, I kind of like the effect, but it's a little bit too much. So what I can do here, you have to do this right after you apply the filter. And it works with any filter, but you need to do it right after. Go to Edit, down to Fade, Cutout. And this will work. It'll say whatever you just applied here. So if you didn't apply Cutout, but you did a different filter, it works the same. But just go to Edit, Fade, and see this? Look at this opacity here. I can start dropping this down. If I go to 0, well, I've totally faded out the effect. And if I go to 50%, then I've got half of the effect. So I can go any degree in here and just kind of subtly fade that effect. I can also come in here and change the blend mode if I want to and kind of get some pretty cool effects. So it's under, let's cancel out of here. Again, it's under Edit, Fade, and it works with any filter. So it'll just read whatever filter you had here. But take it a step further, it doesn't just work with filters. Let's say we kind of make a quick curves adjustment here, bring out a little more contrast, click OK. Again, the very first thing that you do, go to Fade Curves, and it's right here, and I can drop the opacity down of that. Now, if you don't believe me that it works just about everywhere, well, we've got our brush tool, and there's no reason why you'd ever want to do this to this photo. But let's just say I start to brush over his face. Go to Edit, Fade Brush Tool, and look at that. See, I can actually fade even brush strokes. So you can actually get a lot of great effects here just by going under the Edit menu and going in Fade, and you could fade whatever adjustment or filter or change that you just applied here in Photoshop.